You're watching Reality Check. The tale of Cambridge Analytica in India is like a non-stop mystery thriller with twists, turns and a hefty dose of deception and exaggeration. To understand what has happened today, let's just take you through the entire sequence of events so that we are able to make sense of where we stand. Now, the India link to Cambridge Analytica began with a company called WYLIE Business Intelligence, which claimed to be the Indian arm of Cambridge Analytica, more specifically its parent company, SCL. Now, on its side, and this company was formed amongst others by Amrish Tyagi, the son of the JDU leader KC Tyagi. On its site, it listed as its clients the BJP, the Congress and the JDU. Later, after an uproar, that site was taken down. Now, one of its directors on his LinkedIn page even said that he worked for BJP's Mission 272. That part of his page has also been taken down. We then spoke to someone who was a director of SCL in India, the parent company of Cambridge Analytica, an election strategist called Avnish Rai, who claims SCL actually ended up doing no business in India. He said that Alexander Nix, the prime mover behind SCL and the founder of Cambridge Analytica, did heavily pitch to the Congress party, but possibly with an aim to sabotage it.
कौन है क्लाइंट क्या है तुम लोग क्यों आए और जब मैंने अपने लोगों से इन्वेस्टिगेट कराया तो we will here to defeat Congress.
She said, this lady said, who's come from abroad, this NRI lady, that we are here to defeat Congress. Now, in his deposition to the UK government committee though, Christopher WYLIE, the Cambridge Analytica whistleblower, says that as far as he knows, Cambridge Analytica's clients in India were the Congress party.
They'd done quite a bit of work in India. Could you just describe what you're aware of?
I believe their client was Congress.
But then WYLIE says, at the request of Indian journalists, that he had to release some documents which show the Indian link. And that shows that the parent, SCL India, may have been in business in India since 2003, working in at least 6 elections, national and state, for a range of national parties. Those documents, however, do not name the Congress or the BJP. The only party they name is the JDU. Now, this was odd because SCL was actually only registered in India in 2011. So, how could it have been working since 2003? When we called to cross-check this with Avnish Rai, he told us that the claims made and the documents WYLIE has put out are utterly false. He says these details broadly conform to the election work that he, Avnish Rai, and Amrish Tyagi were doing years before he became partners with Alexander Nix. And he says it's utterly duplicitous for SCL to claim credit for it. ये जो इन्फॉर्मेशन क्रिस्टोफर वाइली ने ट्वीट किया है कि SCL का काम इंडिया में 2003 से चल रहा है, कई सारे इलेक्शंस में उन्होंने काम किया है, ये क्या वाकई सही है और क्या आप भी इसमें जुड़े थे?
SCL इंडिया में आकर के इन कॉर्पोरेशंस के लिए एप्लीकेशंस देती है, आपको इन का डेट है, सही तो हो ही नहीं सकती। ये वेबसाइट से लिया हुआ है कि वेबसाइट पे वो जो क्लेम कर रहे थे वो यही चीज है, एक्चुअली उनके द्वारा किया गया काम नहीं है।
अच्छा, आप कह रहे हैं कि ये SCL तो इंडिया में बहुत बाद में आई,
राइट?
तो ये जो सारा जो काम है, ये किस के काम का जिक्र कर रहे हैं? ये क्या आप जो काम पहले से ही कर रहे थे?
हाँ, जो मैं कर रहा था पहले से इंडिविजुअल कैंडिडेट के लिए, उन लोगों का जो रिकॉर्ड था उसी के उन्होंने हमारे क्रेडेंशियल्स को अपना SCL का बना दिया। वो आई बाद में सर, तो वेबसाइट से अपने मार्केटिंग के लिए कुछ भी लिख दिया।
Okay, now to further affirm what Avnish Rai is saying, Amrish Tyagi, the son of KC Tyagi, who's also a founder member of SCL in India and also of this company of WYLIE Business Intelligence, has just released a 2-page statement just now, moments ago. In this, he says that we have had no association of any kind with Cambridge Analytica, that we came into existence in January 2010. I'm one of the directors of the firm, but we've not undertaken any work of political nature. We did, however, meet various political parties for the purpose of political interaction for the cause of promotion of the firm to pitch our services. The political parties, namely the BJP or the Congress, So he names these parties. It includes the BJP and the Congress. Never signed any digital project with us, nor assigned any work during any elections. So there is no point of any type of Facebook or any other social media data breach. He also claims that the CA website for the 2010 Bihar elections, OBI or SCL UK Cambridge Analytica never worked with the JDU for any assignment. So is this entire story then starting to take a completely different turn, that somewhere along the line this company has been exaggerating the claims about its work in India, and that has become the subject of a somewhat misguided political football? All right, joining us tonight on Reality Check, we have with us Adil Singh Boparai, Congress spokesperson. Thanks for being here. Pradeep Bhandari, founder Jan Ki Baat and political analyst leaning towards the BJP. We have M.K. Venu, senior journalist and founder member of The Wire. Michael Safi, the South Asia correspondent of The Guardian, also joins us. So Adil Singh Boparai, this is where we stand, that you have a situation now where these people, the Indian arm of the companies that are associated with Cambridge Analytica, are coming forward and saying, yes, we did meet with you, we did meet with the BJP, we made our pitches, but we never actually ended up getting any contracts.
Well, Srinivasanji, we've been saying from the starting that this was all a diversion from the real issues. But now that the facts are out, let's just connect the dots. When you interviewed Avnish Rai, he'd said that we'd worked for the BJP, we were carrying out caste data for them, and we handed over that data to Suresh Joshi of the RSS. This is in 2012. Paul Oliver testified before the Digitals Committee of the House of Commons that an NRI billionaire approached them and said that we must work for the Congress party's defeat. Point number 2. Point number 3, which is extremely critical now, is that WYLIE has posted a tweet saying that we worked for a national political party in the 2012 elections, which is the UP election. When you join the dots of what Avnish Rai told you and what WYLIE says, it's quite clear that all these companies, these data mining companies, were actually working for the BJP.
No, hold on. I think this is where you're getting the story somewhat confused. The point that I think is emerging is that they've not ended up working for anybody, because even the work that they did in 2012 for the UP elections, and we have Avnish Rai saying that, he's saying we never did that as Cambridge Analytica. We did it as a separate Indian polling agency called OBI, and this was before Cambridge Analytica even was formed. So it's actually, in a sense, you could argue, a non-story. It's a story, M.K. Venu, of a company that has come in, has made exaggerated claims. Perhaps the Indian business partners at one point decided, let's try to ride off these exaggerated claims. And then when the various things hit the fan, you then have to come out and say, listen, actually we never did any business in this country, we never did any work with them, whatever work we did was our own.
Yeah, so Srinivasan, it turns out that it probably was an elaborate marketing ploy.
Yeah.
And the other thing, Srinivasan, that strikes me now is that in any offline brick and mortar project, you seem to have contracts, you seem to have proper documents, but it seems that these online deals or online projects, they seem to be mired in a fairly high degree of non-transparency, which is why we've got misled for all these weeks about Cambridge Analytica's, it now, as it turns out, as you've just discovered from your report, they've not actually signed any contract with anybody.
That's at least what the people who are working there themselves are saying. So we don't know. I mean, we don't know for a fact, but this is what they're saying.
So we now need to, Srinivasan, we need to look at the hundreds of little Cambridge Analyticas that exist in the domestic, market, and they might be doing much more work than Cambridge Analytica claims it has done.
Right, Pradeep Bhandari. The point is that this, in a sense, deflates the arguments of both sides. So BJP has been jumping up and down saying, Rahul Gandhi, you're exposed, you're lying, you have these Cambridge Analytica links. And here are their Indian affiliates saying, boss, there was no business. We didn't do anything with them.
Let me also try to connect the dots. So there was a newspaper article which was released 6 months back in Laura of Delhi's Guardian Economic Times, which nobody refuted, because everybody understood that, okay, fine, analytics is a genuine work, every political party engages about it. Where did the issue come? Where this company was engaged in data theft. That's when the question came to the Congress party. So apart from conjectures and questions and guesses and different statements, what are two things which are the most verifiable proof? You have the symbol of the Congress parties on number one. Number two, you have Mr. WYLIE giving a testimony that yes, we worked with the Congress. So now it is for the Congress or Mr. WYLIE to come and show that, boss, see, there's nothing wrong in working with an analytics firm, but why are you making it sound so fishy? Why are you so defensive about it? You can talk about, you can be open about it. The only thing which is verifiable is that he has given a testimony which is equivalent to an evidence that they work with the Congress party. Now, I don't have any problem that they work with the Congress party. The issue came that company was involved in data theft.
Yeah,
that's
illegal,
the only issue. Illegal activity.
Data mining
or not, it's what work you did.
Absolutely.
But Pradeep,
because you are maligned to be engaged in an illegal data theft. That's the issue which is there. And then you are saying that you worked with the Congress.
The problem though here, Michael Safi, is that it's not entirely clear how reliable WYLIE's testimony is, or how reliable his information is as far as the Indian operations are concerned. He's been a trove of information for Cambridge Analytica's activities in the American elections, Brexit and so on, which has formed the basis of some pretty incredible reporting by your newspaper amongst others. But when it comes to the claims that he's made in India, they seem to be coming undone with the counterclaims made by the company's Indian counterparts.
Well, indeed. I mean, it appears the knowledge of the Indian operations of Cambridge Analytica that Mr. WYLIE testified to appeared to come from this pamphlet, this marketing pamphlet that he released yesterday. And as we've seen today, both of the people supposedly involved with the company have distanced themselves from it. And Mr. Rai has said that that Cambridge Analytica was claiming his work as theirs.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's fairly clear that while Mr. WYLIE knew a lot about what happened in the US elections, his knowledge about India is less clear and perhaps shouldn't be taken as the basis to fling accusations at either party.